Hello, my name is Seena Bhatia. It's my pleasure to introduce an article on a true native 64-bit Vedic multiplier. Just as an arrow needs to be pulled back for it to move forward in a powerful manner and in the right direction, Silicon Interfaces has gone down the roots, in fact, way down to the Vedic times, and from the world of ancient rishis and their magical powers, we have leveraged the sutras and are now ready to power the world of fundamental arithmetic logic units for cores and multicores using Vedic multiplier. Without much ado, I would now like to hand it over to our technical for more.
Thank you, Hina. Hello, everyone. My name is Priyanka Gharat. So, today we are here to give you a presentation on a research article titled as A True Native 64-bit Vedic Multiplier That Boosts Performance for Processors, Multicores and DSP. The author of this article are myself, Priyanka Gharat, Laksh Miglani and Gopesh Srinivas Dipala. So, let's get started. Every arithmetic logic unit is critical for the computation, and at the very bottom line, it's important for its correctness. No question about that. However, using ancient and historical Vedic logic, if we have to have faster ALU, requiring lesser power, lesser area, and more speed, these are the factors to gain in any processors, multi-cores, and DSPs where many ALUs are being used. Now, let's have a look at the main idea behind this Vedic multiplier. Before we initiated the work on Vedic multiplier, we studied the different multipliers which are present in the market, and we had a mixed feeling of amazement with the innovation used and also a sense of urgency. Nothing that there is a need, a serious need to enhance the implementation details. This is where our work stands out. It is unique in terms as it's a true full-fledged 64-bit Vedic multiplier using the sutra titled as Urdhva Triyabhyam Sutra. Further, we have compared with the existing multipliers in the market and have been excited with the multiple factors. The main factors which I would like to highlight are it has been scaled up in terms of speed and scaled down in terms of power and area usage. So for this particular Vedic to come into the picture, we have enhanced few of the steps and algorithms. So to give you an idea about it, I would hand over the presentation to my colleague Laksh Miglani. He would give you a brief idea about the algorithm used behind it. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka. Hello, everyone. Myself, Lakshay. I will continue the presentation explaining the algorithm. So, in this slide, we have the k values. So, in the k values, we are multiplying each and every bit with each other for the two inputs. So, for the k value, we have total 3 steps. Starting from the step number 1, we start from the LSB and multiply them vertically. And going to the step number 2, now we will increase the input bits one by one for each value of the k, and we do their cross multiplication. And for the middle bits, we will do their vertical multiplication for the odd values until all values are covered. And coming to the third step, now we will drop the LSBs step by step. Like for each value of the k, we will drop one LSB for both the inputs, and for rest of the values, we will cross multiply them, and for the odd ones out, we will multiply them vertically. Now coming to the next slide. In the next slide, we have shown logical implementation for the sutra for 32-bit Vedic multiplier. Starting from the step 1, that is k0 value, which is a0 and b0, that is vertical multiplication of a0 and b0. And coming to the step number 2, that is k1 value. In this, we are doing the cross multiplication of a0 b1 concatenation with a1 b0. Now coming to the third step, we are dropping the LSBs, that are a0 and b1 b0s, and we are doing the cross multiplication for rest of the bits. And coming to the middle value, that is odd one, we are doing the vertical multiplication, that is a16 with b16. So now coming to the next slide. In the next slide, we have the stages of S. In S, we are doing concatenation of k vectors bit values. Starting from the S0 value, we are concatenating all the k vectors 0th position And as we move further from S0 to S1, we will remove the MSB and LSB and replace by them binary 0, and we will also increase the position of the k vectors. Like from S0 we are using zeroth position of all the k vectors, and in the S1 we are using first position for all the k vectors, and we will do their concatenation. So now come towards our final result, that is basically the product of A and B for 64 bits inputs. It is the addition for all the S vectors we are doing, and there are many multipliers in the market, but these multipliers hold an additional advantages in three aspects. Those are power, speed, and area. So in terms of the power is reduced by 3x, the speed is increased by 3x, and also the area is also reduced by 3x. Now I will hand over the presentation to my colleague Gopi. Thanks.
Thank you, Laksh. My name is Gopi Srinivas. By the concluding this presentation, the native Vedic multiplier designed with the streamlined architecture and utilizes the fewer steps and the simpler components, leading to the reduced bill of materials and more compact to the footprint. Here we have listed out some of the advantages of this Vedic multiplier: improved performance, the technique yields power propagation delays and reduce the power consumption, and the simplifying the time complexities, enhance the performance compared to the 64-bit Vedic multipliers. This translates into advantages of such as lower propagation, decreased power consumption, and reducing the time, and smaller overall area when compared to the conventional 64-bit multipliers. Space efficiency. Despite its advantages to advanced features, Vedic multiplier maintains the compact design and optimizing the space utilization in the digital circuits. Transformation in digital design. The Vedic multiplier has potential to revolutionize digital design by redefining the usage of existing library components. In the efficiency and versatility, make it promising component for the future design processes and multi-core architectures and the digital design processes. Here we listed out some of the applications where we can use the Vedic multiplier in the image processing, cryptography, and the high performance computing. Thank you. I will hand over this presentation to Hina.
We hope you found the presentation to be useful. Thank you.